Alrighty, let's see if I can do this a little bit faster than I did before. That's this episode 2. And we need to do this. I think our whatchamacallit, our thumbnail looks fine. Turn on the monetization, of course. And I think that all looks pretty good. Let me see now. Question is, am I live? I believe I am live. Now, next question. Alrighty, I am back and about ready to get started. Hey, Alex, you made it. It might just be you and me for all I know, but welcome, welcome. I'm glad that you decided to join me here. I also welcome advice. I thought about the comment that you made about how to do the Dark Urge. And it sounds like with just a slight tweak, if I play it a little bit more along the lines of trying my hardest to resist instead of trying to be a good guy when the Dark Urge options appear or don't appear, but then giving into them every time they do appear, that would work out better for me. Is that a reasonable presumption? By the way, you're in Russia, right? If I remember correctly. Well, anyway, I'll glance over at the chat every once in a while. One thing that I do want to do while I'm getting started here is make sure that good old Shadowheart here has a ranged weapon equipped. And for that matter, we're just going to start sending food to camp. Scroll of Detect Thoughts. She is not going to be my dialogue person, so we'll give that to Uther, and quite frankly, I think everything else to him as well. Okay, so yeah. Oh, you're in Siberia. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Scrido Amano. Is that? I don't recognize Scrido, but anyway, welcome, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Resist Urge is super fun. Okay, cool. Where Scrido Amano? Where are you from? If you don't mind my asking.
Father, they will die for you.
The way you talked about it, however, will just not work most likely. Do you mean the way that I talked about it yesterday, or do you mean what I just said a moment ago? Handwritten is Italian, okay. Oh my, that's awesome. A scribe as the medieval monks. I majored in history with a specialization in medieval history, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, so yeah, okay. So Alex, what I mentioned just a few minutes ago, does that sound reasonable then? Basically, when the Dark Urge option pops up here, if I don't want to say ignore, but if I resist the Dark Urge options, it still is going to have like a flavorful playthrough. Is that correct? Resist Urge works really well and makes for a great experience. Okay, very cool. All right, well, I'll do the best I can, and that's what I'll do moving forward here, unless I just think that something is like way out of character for me. Okay, so anyway, welcome one and all to anybody else who happens to join this a little bit late. I'm glad to have anybody along with me. It's just nice to have a little bit of company here. I think I'm going to go ahead and get going here. If memory serves, I think I looted everything on the beach. Nope, I didn't get this barrel. But what I'm going to do, if memory serves, I think there's a way to get up above, isn't there? If I come up this way? If I come over and jump, maybe? Yeah, you don't have to resist all the time, of course. Okay, the main... until you stop resisting. Okay. Yeah, the main thing is I don't want it to just feel like a normal playthrough. You know, I want to get the full Dark Urge experience. So I will... I think I'll do the best I can, basically. Maybe not always resist it, but probably try to resist it as much as I can. So yeah, it looks like this is pretty easy. If you just come up this way, I'm sure all of you guys who are much more experienced in this game than I am already know about this. But I stumbled upon this way back in the early days. Usually when I play a game like this, I like explore every square inch that's possible. And wait a minute, I'm missing something. You know what? I'm missing something down here. Head back this way, Michael. It will definitely not feel like a normal playthrough. They've done an amazing job with Dirge. Oh, D-Urge? Okay. Alright, Shadowheart, stop looking at me like you don't know what I'm doing. Because obviously there's something valuable over here. There's a cartilage... however you say this, cartilaginous chest, garnet ring, fire resistance, and a caustic bomb. Nothing major. Okay, so if we head up this way, I think we should be able to get a high ground advantage on the intellect of ours, if memory serves. These early combats actually make me really nervous. I think I came really close on my first or second playthrough of this game to actually dying against these intellect of ours. but I think I was only level 1 when I did it.
Focus. There may be even more that survived the crash.
Okay, is this how we can get up above them? I think maybe it is. As a bonus, you can get rid of Gale right away. Oh, okay. Someone clearly doesn't like Gale. I can't say I have strong feelings about Gale one way or the other. I quite liked Will. I quite liked Karlak, actually. I think she's probably maybe the most interesting of any of them. Lae'zel, I hope that Lae'zel's story develops a lot, because I don't really like her in the early going, and I'm hoping that she gets better. Like, she comes around and stops being such a pain in the butt all the time. Okay, so if we were to fire from here, would we have... First of all, Michael, you might want to equip a ranged weapon here. If we were to fire from here, yes, we do have high ground. Very good. And she presumably has her guiding bolt. 99%. Presumably also we would get surprise on them. So Lae'zel is your absolute favorite. So good. Okay. So would you agree, though, that she gets better as the game goes on, or do you think she's awesome from the beginning? Because I found her to be a pain in the butt in the very beginning. She's just so contrarian to everything. Karlak is a big flaming teddy bear with heavy punches. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good way to describe her. Okay. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and blast this Intellect Devourer, make sure that we take care of this guy right away. They are surprised, I hope. Yes, surprised. Okay, so he's got 3 points left. I should be able to finish him off with a shot here. Okay. Now, I don't remember, do these Intellect Devourers have ranged attacks? Actually, I really don't remember. Alright, well anyway, we're going to move... Well, actually, no, one of them... Okay, one of them is going to go before we do, so we don't really need to move closer, I don't think. So I'm actually going to stay back here. In fact, I'm going to move up even a little bit higher here. Surprised. And then you, of course, you're going to come up here. And now this one right here, I believe, is legit going to go before us, I hope. Yep, sure enough, okay. Alright, well, there we have it. They do indeed have ranged attacks. Okay, 12 hit points left. I'm going to not too much worry about using any more spells. However, what I am going to do... No, actually, I want Shadowheart to stay back because her strength is pathetic, right? No, her strength is 11. That's not pathetic. I don't know why I had the impression that her strength was pathetic. So she's got decent AC, right? 16? Yeah, she's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and get her moving forward.
Got to press on.
I guess to get up there in melee, though, would really be the long way around. Okay, anyway, that's it for her. Okay, so far they're not having too much trouble hitting her. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second because there's a lot of chat here, which is great. I appreciate it. Gale is a great character with amazing story. I just hate him personally because of my Dark Urge playthrough when I romanced him. Ooh, I'm sure that went interesting. You have to conquer... Yeah, I get that about Lae'zel. You have to basically earn her respect. You have to challenge her into submission. Interesting. Lae'zel has a good reason to be like that, and her story is just best as it's not in background but unfolds during the game, especially with romance. Okay. So in other words, you would recommend that we do a romance with Lae'zel during this playthrough? Or would it make more sense for Uther here to romance one of the others? I'm pretty agnostic on it. I could go any direction, I suppose. All others have some shitty backstory, and you're there for the fallout. Lae'zel grows with you. Interesting. So she doesn't have a shitty backstory. I'm kind of interested to find out what Shadowheart's backstory is because, you know, the whole Shar thing. All right, let's go ahead and take a shot. Not dead yet. And then we're going to come forward here. I don't... You know what? Do I do have a... What level do... Oh, no, never mind. I'm not a fighter. Michael, you're not a fighter. You don't get... What's the action surge? For some reason, I'm looking to see where my action surge is. Okay. I don't think there's any need to burn any of these spells right now. Because I knew he was going to miss. Okay. Shadowheart, if you shoot here, 85%. Dead, okay. And I think I'm actually going to leave you up here. Let's see what this fella decides to do. I will switch you back to that, though, the sword and board. Okay, so they've hit her all 3 times they've attacked her. It's a little distressing. 95% here. Weakening strike. Backbreaker. Could knock the enemy prone. Gonna try that. Did not knock him prone, however. Bonus action. I don't have any attacks as a bonus action, I guess. Any reason to shove? I have a chance of maybe doing damage with this, right? Nope, it did not do any damage. Okay, then. Okay, so romance who feels appropriate for the character. Romance whoever you connect with, the more... Let me warn you, romancing Karlach is excruciating. It hurts. Are you saying that because it's a fiery experience? Shadowheart's an amazing romance, especially for the goody two-shoes paladin, okay? Karlach romance is sweet and wholesome. It will... Yeah, okay. Oh, I get it. In real life, it'll hurt me. Well, I don't know. I might not be quite as sensitive as you might get the impression. Alright, well done, Shadowheart. You've not really contributed a whole heck of a lot to this fight, quite frankly, but... I guess you did hit with a Shadow Bolt. Alright, 95%. This hopefully will take care of it.
You fight well.
Okay.
Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Alright, let's go ahead and do some looting here.
No traps, please.
And I think what we'll do is we'll head down over... If memory serves, I think Astarion is over that way. Very clearly, I'm no expert in this game. Okay, this is good. We'll take that money for sure. And yeah, we'll loot this one over here now as well. Okay, so you're not sensitive and yet it still hurt. Okay, that's good to know. I have a black hole as a heart still. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, I actually have to say now that makes it sound more compelling. That does make it sound more compelling. Because I am a glutton for punishment. Drow poison. Okay, that's good. We'll take that. Dead mind flayer. Potion of speed. Very good. Okay. I did mention in the episode yesterday that I've never played a paladin before, so you can expect this to be a suboptimal paladin playthrough. That being said, I do welcome advice when it comes to like builds or what's a particularly fun way. I don't generally play games like this to absolutely to min-max everything. I look for more what's fun. But having said that, I'm certainly, winning fights is fun. So I don't completely ignore, what's optimal. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll come back and get that wooden trunk when we have Astarion. Somehow I missed this Belladonna. All right. No, I'm not gonna romance Astarion. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I think I'd rather romance one of the ladies, at least for this playthrough. Don't optimize it. Will be fun. Yeah, that's how I look at it. I don't have any problem with people who do like to optimize. Don't get me wrong. Everybody should play the way that they want to play, but...
Hurry. I've got one of those brain things cornered.
Yeah, sure you do.
In the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Easily stand back. That sounds like a heroic thing to say.
There. Can you see it?
I'm glad to see that I've cleaned the blood off my face.
Shh. Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. And you, keep your distance. No need for this to get messy.
I need him alive. Stow that blade, or I'll show you just how messy things can get.
Promises, promises. But I have other business, I'm afraid. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Nod?
Okay. Do I want to attack him here? I'm a little curious. I know that in this game, there are times where you can end up, like, losing companions entirely or, like, killing them. Is this one of those examples? Like, if I were to do headbutting the elf here, would I potentially be losing Astarion as a potential companion? Shadow Heart's good for me. Okay, so you're recommending Alert as a first feat for a smoother experience. I have a feeling that's probably a good idea. I was actually kind of thinking about that as well, now that I know that I'm not going to be winning initiative rolls like I do in the Rogue playthrough. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's melee attack. Let's headbutt the elf. 14, huh? And... now I don't see any reason to waste a bless on it. Okay. All right, that went well.
You wriggling little...
Your mind
All right,
twists.
so it's the same
At
the
it
same
with
thing
familiar
happens.
eyes, prowling, dark, busy
even if you
streets.
fail. Okay.
You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the first episode, but
What was that?
that's already my second critical failure in this playthrough. There haven't been that many rolls. Okay, so I'm going to try again with the whole strength thing here. I want to show how heroic I am. 15. It's even harder this time. Wow. Okay. Ha! What a huge hero I am.
I saw into your mind. They took you. Just the same as me. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
I will say this for Astarion. I'm not crazy about Astarion's personality. but his voice acting is absolutely really impressive. I'm impressed with the voice acting the whole way through this game. But his in particular, I feel like this guy did a really good job. Okay. All right. Anyway, so yeah, we're not going to go with number 4, obviously. We'll go with glad to see we're all caught up now.
Indeed we are. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
I mean, I don't think I could sound that pretentious, and, you know, even if I tried as hard as I could never achieve that level of pretentiousness. Okay, I'm in quite the state, but I think I'm... Okay, this is obviously a Dark Urge option right there. All you need to know is you better watch your back around me. Tell them of your crash or worm in your ruined brain. No, I think I'll go with number 1 here. No, actually... If I'm going to get in the habit of resisting the Dark Urge, maybe I don't go around telling everybody my my dementia. So we're just going to nod instead.
Time. All right. Please tell me you at least know something about these worms.
Okay. Yeah, they'll turn us into mind flayers. We know that much from Lae'zel.
Of course, it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect?
I've got bad news for you, Astarion. You already are one.
It hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it. We need to get rid of it. I think that's probably what I'll do here. Yeah, control it. We need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
Okay. No, I want him with me. I know how to play a rogue, so
but maybe sticking with the herd
I think he could come in quite useful.
Such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
As he joins your side, your mind dances with thoughts of a perfect, pretty corpse.
Okay, that was, I guess I better get used to that, huh?
Touch me.
Okay. I mentioned this in the first episode. I'm not going to respect these guys. I'm going to let them stay with the suboptimal attribute settings that they come with. And I'm just going to let them level up in whatever class they come with, unless somebody can convince me that it would be thematic to change their classes. Okay, yeah. So we'll just accept. Nice and easy.
Keep it together.
And what I want to do is, Astarion, we found a locked chest over here that I would like for you to... Oops, not over there. Wait a minute, where? Yeah, no, it is down here. Yeah, he does have a very awful personality. I completely agree with that. However, he, at least in my limited experience, he came in super useful in combat. Okay, he's got 1 Thieves' Tools. I think I might have another one to give him here. Yep, I do. And Shadowheart, you don't have anything. You know what I'm going to do, Astarion? I'm going to take this food from you and send it to camp. And yeah, you can keep the grease bottle, I suppose. Okay, Astarion, go ahead and lockpick here, please. Narrator does completely different vibe for Dark Urge. Well, I'm looking forward to finding out. Add bonus. This is just a cantrip, right? So she can cast this as many times as she needs to. Wow. That's 3, count them, 3 critical failures in this playthrough already. Do you guys recommend playing on karmic dice or on or off? want to check my settings here. Options. Karmic dice. So I currently have karmic dice off. Is that a good idea or a bad idea? Make it straight. The stats of the companions, every one of them has the worst stats possible. Shadowheart in particular. Keep the stats. Okay, I'm getting conflicting advice. I'm probably going to leave them the way they are just because of the immersion aspect of it. Okay, so I want it to be without karmic dice. Okay. Welcome. We have I apologize already for butchering your name. Kazadni? I did the best I could. Sorry. Anyway, yes, it sounds like karmic dice off is what we want. So I just have had terrible rolls. I can live with terrible rolls. That's fine. I personally don't like the idea of karmic dice, but I didn't know if there was like something peculiar about the mechanics of this game that make it so that we would really want to have that on. Anyway, there's something to explore down here if memory serves. You can break it, bonk it with the hammer. Oh, you're talking about the chest that I just opened?
Deep grooves in the mud around that rock.
Okay, let's go ahead and move it then. Nice to have a character who's actually strong enough to do things like that. Okay, we have Harper's Notebook. Alright, a frequent mention of sacrilegious activity among a local Selûnite sect. Very good, we'll take it. Ruby, Harper's Map. Below the crescent, a more recent scrawl. Cash, okay, very good. And definitely we want those potions of speed for sure. Now, did this mark something on my map? No, it did not. Okay. I thought I remembered it marking something on the map, but it's alright, we'll find it. In fact, I think, isn't this that Harper Cache? Isn't that the one that's up close to the close to Emerald Grove, where the like the watchtower is? My memory's a bit hazy. Okay, let's go ahead and head down this way. Make sure we didn't miss anything down here. Nothing peculiar. The game just hates you. Yeah. Believe me, I've learned that. It's not just this game. Every game hates me. Yeah, you can break the chests. Oh, it did mark something on my map. Really? Oh, there it is. Hidden cache. How did I not see that a moment ago? Maybe I just didn't scroll up far enough, or maybe I'm just blind. You guys have pointed out plenty of times before that my perception is roughly in the ballpark of maybe the 3 to 5 range. Okay, so do I want to talk to him? Do I really want to talk to him? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking not a big fan of these mind flayers. Nice, what a waste of a critical hit. To sleep pertains to dream. Inspiration. Who got that? I did. Close the pinned mind flayer's eyes forever. Okay. So this is oh, that's unique, of course, to the haunted one, to the Dark Urge. Gotcha. And that is our one and only inspiration point. Okay, that's fine. We'll get more. Okay. Ooh, another potion of speed. Wow. Didn't realize quite how prolific they were here in the early going. Don't think we missed anything back that way. Let's go ahead and wait a minute. No, that's back towards the beach, Michael. That's the wrong way. Yeah, up this way maybe. I could have sworn there was like another mind flayer around here to loot somewhere. Maybe I already looted him. Okay, goblins. Dead goblins.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Yeah, we'll take them. 3 to 5 range is being generated. Well, come on, 3 is the minimum, unless you have a racial modifier, I suppose. So Dark Urge gets off on murder, necrophilia, cannibalism, and such. Okay, that is gonna make for an interesting playthrough. Maybe this isn't the best idea to be live streaming a Dark Urge. We'll see what happens.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
All right, well, let's touch it, of course. We won't touch everything dangerous.
A hand? Anyone?
Okay. Here's your favorite person, Alex. Ignore the urge to maim, grab the hand, and pull. Yep, that's what we're going to do. We only need a 7, and we should be able to add guidance here. Nice. I wasted 2 critical successes in a row now.
That's it! Go on! Keep pulling!
Yes, it's my first Dark Urge playthrough. I do plan on trying to resist it. And I've already been warned that it's going to be a fairly
Hello.
exciting experience.
Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this.
Are you asking why did I rescue Gale? No need to apologize, Gale.
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
Okay, yeah, never mind the Nulloid. How did you get...
Birds and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall?
There's something about Gale that, I don't want to say rubs me wrong exactly, but I was not a huge fan of him when I first encountered him. Something about him. Maybe it's the earring. I don't know. Okay. I would say, to be honest, I haven't a clue.
Fair enough. But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy.
Come on, I'm a paladin. Why would I not be nice to Gale? He's probably as lawful good as anybody comes in this game, right? Couldn't have phrased it more repellent myself.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers?
Yes,
It's
we
a
are
process
aware.
known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You
All
seem
right.
to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
Okay, yeah, I can tend to basic wounds and ailments, but alien parasites, I'm afraid not.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction.
You're a huge
Well, I'm
Shadowheart
certainly going to
fan.
need a
That's good
healer,
to hear.
and
So
soon,
far,
too.
we seem to be...
How about we lend each other a helping hand once more?
We have some diversity in
Together.
terms of the different companions. You know, who's a fan of different companions. Yeah, sure, you're welcome to join me. Alex is not going to like that,
Parasite
but
shared is a parasite
I need a...
or something to that effect.
I need a magic user in my party.
But before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone.
I don't plan
An
to
act of
romance
foresighted
Gale.
kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
However, he does, I know already, plan to romance me. So, There's a little bit of homoerotic tension in the early part of this game with your companions until you tell each one to F off. Okay, Gale, F4. Let's level you up. Gale, is he Evoker? Or Evocation, I should say? Yeah, he's Evocation, okay. Alrighty, let's go ahead and leave him with Evocation, and I am a big fan of Magic Missile, and I'm a big fan of Longstrider. Do I have any other way to get Longstrider early in the game other than with Gale? Lae'zel's really good as well. Always torn between Karlach and Shadowheart. Oh, make peace with it. Every man of the crew will try to... Yes, I know. Yes, believe me, Well, no, that's not true. I don't remember Will making a pass at me, but I do remember... Like, I played... Prior to the dual rogue playthrough that I'm doing with Immersioneer, I did play a little ways into Act 1. I got as far as the Goblin Temple, I think. And by that point, I think I'd already picked up all of the companions that you get up to that point, including Karlach. And I remember Gale making a pass at me, and I remember Astarion making a pass at me, and I'm pretty sure Lae'zel. But I don't think Will did. But maybe I'm just forgetting. All right, anyway. Shadowheart grew on me over a few playthroughs. Lae'zel I loved from the get-go. Will try to dance with you, man. Okay, all right. So I'll keep an eye out for that. Anyway, does any... Longstrider. Okay, nope. No other way than Gale to have Longstrider early. Okay, I feel like Longstrider is definitely worth having. And then... Do I want Grease? Well, I definitely want Magic Missile. I'm not going to use Mage Armor, probably. I could conceivably use Sleep. I definitely want Longstrider. I'm probably not going to use Witch Bolt. Yeah, I might use Sleep. Thunder Wave, this knocks them back. I guess I'll keep that one. And Grease, I feel like we can get Grease with Grease Bottles. Maybe Fog Cloud? Heavily Obscures. What does Heavily Obscure do? Oh, it just... It's not quite like... Is this the... Excuse me, is this the same as... No, it's not the same as Darkness. It's just going to make it easier to hide, I guess. But it does blind creatures within it. Okay. I'm kind of leaning towards Fog Cloud. What do you guys think? I'll leave it here for just 1 second so you can tell me if you feel like this is a poor choice of spells. Shadowheart is life. Shield. You think Shield? Well, I've already not taken Shield. I guess I could go back. Witch Bolt, not bad because you can recast every turn without spending spell slots. Okay, so I've actually got... So if I were to not choose... The thing is, if I'm going to learn Shield, it means not learning Magic Missile or Longstrider. I know for sure I want Longstrider, and I feel like Magic Missile, because it is an automatic hit, is worth having. I think Tasha's Hideous Laughter is another one that can be quite useful. Yeah, I'm going to stick with this, and maybe when he gets a chance to, maybe we'll fit... You know what? Maybe we'll find a scroll that'll let me learn Shield. So we're going to go ahead and stick with that right there. Shadowheart's a very good healer and cleric and support character. She also has guidance that can buff your team. Yes, indeed. I've already used the guidance. If you use Fog, remember you have to hide inside. You can't just stay in there or you will be targeted by ranged foes. Okay, so that's the difference between Fog Cloud and Darkness, is that the people on the outside can shoot at you, whereas in Darkness they won't. Yeah, Magic Missile, definitely. Magic Missile's must have. Okay, good. I'm glad you all agree with me. Wasn't sure if that was, I won't say a noob mistake, because as everyone knows, I'm definitely not a noob at this game. I'm an expert at this game. No doubt about it. Okay. All right. Now we've got 4 of the 5. We might as well duck on up here and get Lae'zel. If memory serves, she's up here. Okay. I'm very curious what my Dark Urge is going to do in this encounter right here.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Okay, rather demanding for a woman in your position. Why should I? Don't worry, I'll get them out of here one way or the other. Persuasion, shoot the trap down. We must kill it before it harms someone. Paladin deception. This is interesting. So, I do have the deception proficiency. I don't see anything here Dark Urge related. I'm pretty sure all these are standard. Yeah, I'm going to go with the deception since I have the proficiency. I might as well try it. Again, we'll take the guidance. Okay. Take it. The ultimate babe, huh? I don't know.
Let's go. We need to check out that blast.
I'll take your word for it. Okay, a blast. I could use more
You
specifics.
didn't hear it. Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
I'm in dire need of healing. Where is this camp? I only need a 5. That seems pretty doable. Wow. I can already tell what kind of a playthrough this is going to be.
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Now that they're out of earshot, sure. Well, they're not exactly out of earshot yet, but let's let them...
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins
Okay.
before you see them.
As
Not,
you say.
not sure where she's going. All right, they decided to take different routes, I suppose. All right, let's go ahead and... can I switch to my missile weapon? Thank you. Okay. Hello. Thank you. There we go. The ultimate babe, huh?
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes.
Okay,
My
so,
people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
all right, so this raises our first, like, really serious decision, which is which party members do we want to roll forward with? And I will happily do what you guys think would be most interesting. I will say it feels to me like we need Gale because he's a magic user and I'm not. It feels to me like Lae'zel is expendable because she is a melee combatant and that's exactly what I am as well. Having said, and I feel like Astarion is necessary because I want a rogue, and at least for now, I think Shadowheart for the emergency healing and for the guidance. But I'm going to pause right there and see if you guys have any particular preferences. She pretends to be a prickly grouch, but she's cute and adorable. She is. I don't think she's really pretending to be a prickly grouch. It doesn't come across as pretending to me. Gale out, Lae'zel in. Okay, all right. Lae'zel's your best fighter, but your particular party doesn't necessarily need her. That's kind of what I was thinking. Gale is fragile and annoying. Lae'zel solves problems, boinking them very hard. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue this conversation. I guess we don't have to decide just yet. So how about what exactly is a creche?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
All right. So so far what I'm hearing is leaning towards keeping Lae'zel and getting rid of Gale. Is that right? Before I get rid of him, though, I should probably have had him cast. I should have already done it. Had him cast Longstrider on all of us. Okay, I'm going to count down from 5, and we'll see if there aren't any more suggestions. Then that's what we'll do. And obviously, we can change it at any time. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we journey together. Let's find this creche.
You're full up. Dismiss someone first.
Yep, take Gale's place.
Keeping your greatest weapon in reserve, eh? An excellent strategy.
Well chosen. You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
You know what I should have done is I should have...
Elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
So,
Action.
I could have booted Shadowheart since she's less than half health. And I could have rolled with 4 party members who were at full health. Let's go ahead and level you up. I think, if memory serves, you're like a battle master. Is that what you're... Oh, you don't get the subclass yet. You get your action surge? Okay, that's fine. I know Alex is mad at me for not having gotten the sword from the Pantheon in the first episode. Let's go ahead and... You can give this to Uther, and you can give this to Uther as well. Actually, you know what? I might give that back to you. Yeah, we've got enough of them. Let's divide these up a little bit. Okay, so Lae'zel, you get 2, and Shadowheart, you get 2. Okay. All right, let's see here. Shadowheart has guidance, resistance, heals, and sparky comments. Okay, yeah, the guidance alone is super useful. It's just she's at 7 HP is all. And I know, okay, so we've got combats. We could either go towards these ruins. If memory serves, there's a potential combat out here. Before we go inside, they're like grave robbers or something, right? Tomb raiders. And then the alternative is we could go towards this, not over that way. Where am I looking? Yeah, over here. This is the grove, and do the goblin ambush. Do you guys have a strong preference one way or the other? I tell you what, though, while we're thinking about that, what I'm going to do is grab the shovel, because I know there's a shovel to be had over here. Somewhere. Over this way, maybe? Okay, so much tension between Shadowheart and Lae'zel, by the way. The right kind of tension. I do have a short rest available. I could do that. Do I want to burn a short rest? I will say this. I know that in the Rogues playthrough that Immersioneer and I are doing, we are extremely conservative on
I hear shouting up ahead.
doing rests. I probably am going to be a lot more liberal in my use of rests. But, I mean, one person has taken damage. We've barely used any abilities. It still, to me, feels a little bit unnecessary to take a rest right now. But this is why I ask for advice. If you guys feel like it would be a good idea to take a short rest, I could certainly do that. Okay, not mad, just disappointed. Well, you know me well enough by now. This is not going to be the only time you're disappointed in me, I'm sure. Okay, let's go ahead and I think I'm going to head over this way and confront the Tomb Raiders. Your paladin rests will be a constant feature. I'm not quite sure how to interpret that. Does that mean I'm going to need constant rest because of like my spells or something, or is it something else? Okay, you know what we want to do is we want to crouch here. And we want to come up on them. Dialogue or combat? Do you guys have a preference here? Conservative on resting in the first act. The info you have is that you have not much time before transform it. Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. It does feel as though unnecessary delays would not be very thematic. Paladin needs rest all the time. In honor mode, I tend to rest a lot, especially in the beginning, because you have so few spell slots, so I short rest all the time. That is true, but we haven't used any of... You know what I could do is I could lay on hands to heal her up a little bit. These are only recharged once per long rest, however. What's my channel oath? That's my healing radiance. Heal yourself and all nearby allies for 6 hit points. This is a bonus action, and I recharge that on short rest, and then my spell slots. I could use command. I think I'm probably... Correct me if I'm wrong. I think for the most part I'm going to want to save my level 1 spells for smiting. Okay, so I'm hearing combat thematic for a paladin to attack out of the blue. Yeah. The thing is, I do have this whole Dark Urge thing going. You know, I want to try to stay thematic. So I think what we'll do, I'm going to tell my party members, okay, this is a dangerous situation, folks. So what we're going to do is we're going to split up. I want the 3 of you to remain up here and hidden while I go down and talk to these people. If things go south, then I'll bring them into the fight once it happens. All slots for smites. Yeah, that's kind of what I was leaning. I mean, there might be a time when I would want to do something, but like generally speaking, I feel like I'm going to want to be using them for smites. If you listen to the dialogue, he knows that person's... Yeah, no, I do know that these guys are bad guys. Still, I don't really know that a paladin would go charging in guns blazing, so to speak. Let's go ahead and test out our dialogue prowess here. Until the Dark Urge, you know, makes me do something different.
As tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone. But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt? I'm telling you, it's a ship. And the crypt can wait. Mari and Barton have been trying to break in for days. Now we... Stop! Got ourselves competition already. That's our ship.
Okay, so we got a strength option here. Boy, that's pretty harsh. It's pretty harsh coming from a paladin. I am not competition. I'm annihilation. I feel like that's new. I don't remember that one. That ship is full of monsters. I wouldn't go near it. Deception, I think that ship's an invasion force. Run while you can. Paladin, intimidation. Selfish cur, there might be survivors, yet you think only of loot. Leave before I make you leave. I feel like this would be the Paladin's approach. So we're going to go ahead and try this. Oh, I should have thrown guidance on myself before I came down here. Dagnabbit. Oh! Okay. Combat it is. I'm not going to use inspiration for this.
You're all hot air. Think you can get us to leave that bounty to you? Not a chance. What are you lot waiting for? Get him!
Okay, so I'm 4th in the initiative order here. Oh my goodness, this is not good. Alright, Astarion. Get in there and shoot him. I need you in the battle before my paladin is dead. 1 HP. Holy cow. Alright, okay, wow. I didn't even see what all they did to me here. So what did they do? The crit, certainly... The crit damage 5 acid damage. I failed a saving throw. Gimblebach dashed. Astarion took a shot. Okay, so... Alright, so I was not going to be dead even if Astarion hadn't done that. I just kind of felt like it... I came awfully close to death, and I was a little bit worried that he was going to go down before we even got these folks into combat. Dramatically murderous options are probably Dark Urge. Yeah, that guidance would have been clutch, indeed. That's on me. I should have thought that through. I'm going to make mistakes like that, no question about it. All right, so this guy, Warren here, has 12 HP left. This would be perhaps a good time for... I could even throw Sanctuary here, but you know what? Before I do that, let's get the Uber babe here. Let's see if she's as great as you've told me. She can get all the way up behind him. Best bet would probably be... I don't think a rush attack. I think just a regular old attack. And I forgot that Shadowheart is going to follow her. Okay, the right thing to do rarely is the most efficient to do. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and smash this person. You know what, Shadowheart? I want you to be back here for the time being. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with you just yet. Okay, Lae'zel. Lae'zel, you go ahead and smash this person. 11 points. 1 point left. Okay. This is where I would have wanted Gale with his magic missile. He could have fired 1 missile into him for an automatic kill, and then 2 more down there against these folks. But instead, we're going to have to use Shadowheart here.
I have to survive this.
Her chance to 64%, even with advantage. Oh no, 84%. There we go. Yeah, we want to finish him off.
Down with you.
Wow. Holy cow. It's going to be that kind of a playthrough, I can tell. Alright. You know what, Lae'zel? I don't really want to use my action surge to do 1 point of damage, but what I can do is a pommel strike. Okay, knocked out for 0 points of damage, but I think that's as good as a kill. And we want you to start heading down this way. Preferably not through the rough terrain there. Okay, now, let's see here. Astarion, You've already used your action for a bonus action. I probably am just going to want a cunning action hide with you, maybe. We do have somebody all the way over there as well. I need to not forget about her. You know what? Before I do anything with Astarion and Shadowheart, I'd better
Can't even catch my breath.
come back to Uther here and decide what we're going to do. So, are we standing in acid? We are standing in acid. That's not ideal. Okay, this is going to be heal yourself and all nearby allies. What's the area of... Okay, that's not very close, is it? I'd love to get Shadowheart with this as well, but she's just too far away, and I feel like I definitely need to do this. Okay, I'm at 7 now. And this feels like a good time to lay on hands as well. Let me just see what you guys are saying. I haven't... Okay, Pommel Strike. We had a recommendation for a Pommel Strike. I'm glad I did that. Shadowheart misses a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I know. She's not great. Beware the mage has sleep and every one of your characters has low HP, can be put to nap. Well, but... Okay, so this is a question. Is sleep based on your current HP or is sleep based on your max AP? Because none of us could be put to sleep if it's based on max HP, but obviously 2 of us could be if it's based on current HP. All right, select variant here. We've got lesser healing or we've got greater healing. This uses 2 charges. I'm going to use greater. And that is all of my actions. I have no spells that I can cast, obviously, without an action. So I'm going to switch to my shield and mace. And can I move at all to get out of this acid, or would I automatically provoke an attack of opportunity? It appears that I could move here. Okay, so I no longer have the acid. That's good. So my AC is back up to 17. Okay, that's what I wanted. All right, so he's good to go. So it's based on current HP. Oh, I thought it was... For some reason I was thinking it was 16 HP, but it's 24. Okay, yeah, that's... You're right, that's definitely a potential problem. Well, it is what it is. There's not a whole lot I can do to take out that that wizard this turn. Astarion. I don't think there's going to be anything better for you to do other than move closer and do a cunning action hide. I will move Shadowheart.
Time to strike.
My faith will protect me.
I will move you closer.
On I go.
And actually, you still have a bonus action. Is Sanctuary... Sanctuary is a bonus action. I could have cast that. I could also cast Healing Word. I feel like I might risk it, though. With 15 HP, surely he's not going to crit me again, right? So... I could also throw the Shield of Faith, but that feels like a waste of a spell slot. So I think what we're going to do with her is nothing for right now. Nothing with her bonus action. Astarion, I want to get you hiding. And then here into the shadow, maybe.
Keep them guessing.
Okay, and finally Lae'zel, nothing more to do with you unless I wanted to action surge. I don't feel like an action surge is going to give me the opportunity to kill one of them this turn, so I'm not going to bother to do that. Just going to cross my fingers and hope that that we survive another round here. Sleep on Lae'zel, okay. That's alright. I can live with that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, game. How many times are they going to crit me? All right. What? Healing? What just happened with my healing radiance? Did I do that automatically?
Behold, the dance of death.
Or does it? Or did the healing radiance, does it last more than one turn? No. What just happened with my healing radiance? Oh, no, it says I lost it, and then it says I used it again. And I certainly am down. No, I don't know. I'm confused. All right. Anyway, it is what it is. So this guy's at 23. He's at full health. What we really need to do is we want Shadowheart.
What should I do?
Oh, that provokes an attack of opportunity. I was going to say, I want you to wake Lae'zel up. But what is it? It's help, right? And if I do help, it will provoke an attack of opportunity. So I don't really desperately want to do that, do I? If I wanted to use Guiding Bolt, 36% because the target is too close. Okay, all right. How are we going to do this? First things first, we're going to get Astari in here. We're going to move Shadowheart. We're going to move her right next to him so that Astarion can at least get a sneak attack here.
Death's cold grip.
Really? Only 60%? Yowza. All right, we're going to cunning action hide. I should not be seen where I'm at.
Let's have a little fun.
And then we're going to shoot him. 84%. Okay, 15 points. I'll take it. And then trying to figure out a good way to get Lae'zel up. What about
So much for peace.
What about you? Do I want you to just tank this fella, or do I want you to disengage? Disengage is a bonus action, or is it a full action for a regular person? It's a full action. And help is also a full action, so I can't do both. All right. Well, in that case, what we're going to do is we're going to Searing Smite. Okay, so if I do this, will it burn the slot if I miss? Go into reactions, put sneak attack. Yes, thank you. Actually, I'm glad you told me that. In fact, I can do the same thing for Smite, can't I? Reactions, Divine Smite, ask, Smite on critical hit, ask. Opportunity attack, ask. I don't see any reason to not ask on everything. Okay, why do I have to close it and reopen it for each person here? Thank you for that. That's the kind of thing I probably would have forgotten about for a very long time. Okay. So now, yeah, Smite's on ask. So that means if I simply attack him normally here and I hit, it will prompt me to do the Smite. Is that correct? If you use from buttons, it'll burn it. Yeah, so you ask on reactions, it'll burn just the reaction and only when needed. Yeah, I think it's disabled right now. Really? Why is it disabled? Why would it be disabled? Well, we're going to find out. Wow. Okay. Sure enough, it did not prompt me. What's that all about? Yeah, well, you were right. It clearly was disabled, but I don't understand why. But I know I want to walk out of the acid. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I do want to do anything that we possibly can do to get Lae'zel up. Which means with Shadowheart, I am going to... Oh, no, I don't really want to risk... I don't really want to risk the attack of opportunity here. I think... Do I have any other... Okay, so left box. Left checkbox. So if I go back into here and I hit this reaction... Oh my goodness, that's why. That had to get turned on. Holy cow, Michael. Alright, that explains that. Well, that would have been useful to have had that available to me, and that is certainly a bummer, but it's alright. I've got them right where I want them. I'm pretty sure we've got this fight won already. They just don't know it yet. Okay, so Astarion.
Shall we cut and run?
If I run you past him, you will provoke the attack of opportunity instead of Shadowheart. And you've got the HP to survive it.
Yes, here.
Ha! Plus he missed anyway. Okay. And now, Shadowheart, I can use you to run around him and to... Nope, don't throw, Michael. Don't throw. To help up Lae'zel. There we go. Teamwork. It's all about teamwork. You have activated the request just for the critical hits. Just go through the reactions on each character in case. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to do that here real quick. So, Shadowheart, you're good.
Go for the throat.
Astarion, I still have to reopen it each time. Okay, that's good. And Lae'zel. Yep, okay. So that was the one that was turned off by default is the one that I actually wanted to use. Okay, and the good news is Shadowheart still, Lae'zel actually still gets her her action. Brilliant. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and smack this fella. You are telling me how awesome she is, so it is time for her to show it. What is this? Could I get entangled right here? Like, could this actually stop me from being able to reach him to attack? I feel like it might. Let me make sure that I get... Can you move it at all? You cannot move at all. Shadowheart, can you move at all? Yes, you can. Okay. Back to Lae'zel. Yeah, they're vines, but they can entangle, right? So if I were to actually... If I were to step into them, I would have to pass a saving throw or else get stuck and not be able to attack. It's kind of how I interpret that. I also could do the rush attack here. What does off balance do for me here? Disadvantage on strength and dex checks, attack rolls have advantage. So that would actually be worth doing. So I'm going to do this 60%, cross fingers, hope it hits. Critical hit. Then we're going to action surge, because I'm definitely going to need a short rest after this anyway. And then we're going to... You know what I could have done? No, I've already used the pommel strike. I don't have another bonus action attack. Okay, finish him off. All right, Lae'zel. You know, I don't know why everybody is so down on you, Lae'zel, because you seem pretty good to me. Okay. Yes, you can get entangled. Yeah, okay. I just knew that I was going to have a second attack, so that's why I wanted the advantage on that second attack. The way that this playthrough's been going, I kind of anticipated I would probably miss at least, you know, one out of 2 attacks. Okay, now Lae'zel is headed back down this way. And does anybody have any actions left? You still have a bonus action. This seems like it would be a good time for a potion of speed, right? Haha, just kidding. Hopefully you all knew that I was kidding. Divine Sense, obviously not useful in this situation. I could shove him. I could move and shove him somewhere. Not sure there's any real point to it, though, so I'm not going to. So that's it for you. Astarion, you've already done all that you can do. Shadowheart, you still have a bonus action. Let's try to get you past those vines, if at all possible. Oh, never mind. Okay. Looks like you didn't even have to make a roll. And Lae'zel, you have a bonus action. Nothing really for you to do with your bonus action, I don't think. Yeah, okay. I think that's it. I think we'll go ahead and see what happens here. Second wind. Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, now I'm going to try my smite this time. Of course, I have to hit first. Come on, 60%. 65%. Critical miss. Okay, figures. Going to be that kind of a playthrough. Alright, back to Shadowheart. Okay, so this is kind of bad. We're standing in ice. Can I shoot from here? Without moving? It looks like I can. 65%. You know what I could do is I could do the guiding bolt. What's my chance to hit with that? 75%. Should have done this first for so that Uther would have had a better chance to hit. Okay, 14. Oh, he's only got 6 left. Alright, what I'd like to do is I'd like for Lae'zel to be able to run up there and take on the mage. So let's see if we can get Astarion here to finish off this fella right here, Tommen. 94%. Let me just turn my camera and make sure he's not walking anywhere. He's not. He's standing still and firing from there. Crit, okay. Very nice. I get the crits when I don't need them. Okay, and you are standing where she can see you, unfortunately. Can you move it at all this way? No. Pretty sure. Okay, you know what I can do is I can cunning action dash with you.
Quick check of the chat here. Heal yourself if you will rest. Oh, by the way, did anybody understand why why Uther used his healing radiance on himself? Because I certainly didn't do it,
and he definitely did it on his own. Yeah, crits when not needed. It's a normal Tuesday for sure. I mean, that's going to happen, but let's see how, I guess, in the long run, let's see if everything averages out. Okay, Lae'zel, over to you. Lae'zel,
Swift and lethal.
I want to get you up that away. The question is, can you shoot? 60% chance to hit. It is a low ground. If I shoot from up here, maybe there's a chance to this is probably still going to be low ground, isn't it? And it's not going to kill her. I think what I might do is I might dash. And this way I can get all the way up there next turn and hopefully melee her. All right, so Lae'zel is done. Right, nothing to be done with her.
Time to push my luck again.
Uther, you still have movement and a bonus action.
Don't waste a step.
Let's get you heading up this way now as well. Not going to cast any more heals right now. Astarion, from here, I don't know if you're close enough to be considered in range or not. It kind of looks like probably not. So we'll move you closer as well.
With finesse.
And finally, Shadowheart. Let's jump you over this ice. Actually, you know what I'm going to do with Shadowheart? She's only got 5 HP. I'm going to hide with you. Let's see. I feel like you should be safe right there, unless she casts a magic missile, which she might do. Okay. All right, her turn. She's ice knifing Lae'zel. She's been pretty good with that ice knife so far. Okay, it's how Healing Radiance works. So there's automatically 2 ticks, but okay, all right, that's good to know. I thought when I hovered over this, it said 1 turn. It does. It says 1. Oh, regain another 6 HP next turn. Duh, Michael. Read the tooltip. Okay, try jump. Yeah, okay. So I'm a little bit slow reading the chat, but I did think to use jump. You're not used, but strength character jump is insane. Meaning I'm not used to it. Is that what you mean? Jump is a first thing to look at when moving strength character. You're talking about Uther, I presume, not Shadowheart, because I jumped with her. Oh, and also Lae'zel. Yeah, so Lae'zel should be able to jump up here, right? Oh, not Uther. My mistake here. Lae'zel, let's get you jumping up here. Okay, didn't have to make an ice check there, so that's good. Ooh, awfully tempting to try to do a shove, except I guess I just used my bonus action. See, this is where I feel like, Alex, you and I have had this conversation before. This is where I feel like the action point system of Divinity works better than the action bonus action system of D&D, because I've used a bonus action to jump, and now I can't shove her. I can't use a full action. Like, maybe there ought to be a way to convert a full action into a bonus action so that I could do a shove. See what I'm saying? All right, anyway, yeah, Lae'zel, talking about Lae'zel in the maneuver of getting near the wizard, throw her down. Yeah, see, I can't shove because I've already used my bonus action by jumping. Unless I'm missing something. Multiple people here are saying that I should be shoving her. Well, I think what you mean, though, is I should have shoved her instead of jumping up here, right? Yeah, love to be able to exchange action for bonus action. Okay, so I'm just going to attack her for now. 8 points.
Sometimes the only way out.
Uther, do you have any way to jump up there? Not enough movement, okay. So he's also a strength character, but obviously
Swift as my feet
a
can
little
carry
bit
me.
too much movement for him to get up there. All right, then from here you should be able to shoot. Hopefully, 60%. Okay, there we go. See, I told you... Astarion fell down. I told you all was no problem. I knew that we had them right where we wanted them. Okay, Lae'zel, while you are up there, why don't you go ahead and loot Quilana there. We have a divination without magic. We'll just give that to Uther to sell. Scroll of Mage Armor. We'll give that to Uther for now, along with the gold. Yeah, we'll sell the robe as well. And the quarterstaff as well. Okay, and then you can jump back down. This looks like it should be a crate. Oh, I guess it's not.
Without delay.
All right, dragon egg mushroom. And let's go ahead and come down the ladder here. You know what? Why am I not looting with Uther, since I'm just going to be giving everything to him? Okay. All right.
Pull yourself together.
With haste.
Let's go ahead and get you down here as well. I guess, you know what, Shadowheart?
Wits and blades, always sharp.
You go ahead and loot these folks over here. Loot that crate as well. Okay, throw, pick up, and throw. Oh, is that what you meant? I've never done that before, so I guess Lae'zel would have been strong enough to pick her up and throw her. Well, I am sorry I didn't see that in time, because that would have been fun. Send to camp. You've already been looted. Gimblebach, you have not. Okay, we'll give all of this to Uther as well for now.
This way.
What does this plaque say?
I'll give it a try. Text is too faded. Doesn't tell me who was worshipped here.
Okay, Tommen. These two go to Astarion, obviously. Everything else can go to Uther. Alright, how are we doing on time here? What are we looking at? We're hour and a half in. I'm going to keep going a little bit longer, as long as some of you guys are still with me. Just came across your channel today, and I'm loving your Sator content. I'm like watching a movie. Yeah. Love it. I love seeing comments like that. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Not sure if she's strong enough, but worth a try. It's fun. So how strong do you have to be to pick up somebody and throw her? Oh, you need a 20 strength for a normal humanoid. Still worth trying. Definitely worth it with small foes. Okay, I will try to keep that in mind in the future. Obviously, with our halfling rogue playthrough, we were never anywhere near strong enough to do something like that. Astarion?
I'm behind.
Oops, didn't realize Shadowheart was there with you. Okay. Let's go ahead and get
What now?
everybody reconnected. And finish looting here. This and this obviously go to Astarion. And yeah, never mind, you can just keep all that. And that as well. So Brandon, where are you from? So far we've got Russia and we've got Italy and trying to think, do we still have I'm going to butcher your name. I'm scrolling back to see the name so I don't completely butcher it. Kazadane? Again, I profusely apologize for that. All right, anyway, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to knock on the door, and we're going to see what happens. If memory serves, you have a chance to, like, talk your way through this, I think, right? Oh, you know what I need to do is I need to short rest. Boom. And I should take a save occasionally, like I always suggest that Immersioneer do, just in case the game crashes. All right, let's go ahead and knock on the door and see what happens here.
Have you, Gimblebach? Everything all right out there?
Yeah, so it's 20 strength. Throwing peeps around is very much fun. Yes, I appreciate it. Oh, Julie, you're here from the Netherlands. Welcome, welcome. Brandon from California. I love it. This is, quite frankly, probably more people than I expected to join the chat. So I very much appreciate all of you taking the time to join me and give me advice and all that stuff. Okay, so yeah, I think what we want to do is deception, since we do have proficiency in it. And yeah, let's try that. Should get a guidance again here. Yep. Good timing on these critical successes. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice to get a success here, but didn't need a critical success. I needed like a 7, probably. How many hours ahead of east coast of USA is the Netherlands? You're probably like 6 hours ahead, I would think. You're with probably with France and Germany and Spain, right? They're in the Netherlands. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to go through the door. I feel like there's like one person on the other side, and I'm pretty sure we will surprise him. But we're going to go ahead and hide first. We're going to go through. Yep, okay. Guess it didn't matter that we were hidden. But he is surprised. He's got 42 HP. I think let's go ahead and roll with Lae'zel first. Since, as you guys have pointed out, she's my strongest fighter. Let's see what she can do. Holy cow. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and switch to Astarion here. And we're going to get around behind him here, and we're just going to knife him from behind. 65%. Miss. Okay. Shadowheart. 55%. Okay, we'll take it. Astarion, I want you to go back to the bow, please.
Can't give up now.
And let's go ahead and loot this fella. Take all that.
Time to press ahead.
All right. Okay. Dark Urge Paladin being deceptive. I mean, what can I do? I have proficiency in it. You know, the game automatically gave me proficiency in deception, so might as well put it to use. So you're at 1835 right now. Yeah, you're 6 hours ahead. So yeah, Italy as well. So Italy is the same time zone. Basically, all of Western Europe, including Italy, is the same time zone, I think. Oh, you're doing your monk scribing right now. Yeah, I like Lae'zel. Don't get me wrong. Her personality-wise, she is extremely contrarian. She criticizes everything you do in the early going, which, quite frankly, I'm assuming is so that her character arc is going to be that much more dramatic when she slowly comes around and comes to like you and respect you. At least that's kind of what I'm hoping.
No more prayers. Only dust.
All right, let's go ahead and check out the books.
Normally the patron god is Orpheus. Not here.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the plaque.
A dead tongue. Whoever worshipped here must be long gone.
Let's go ahead and use this light source, make it a little bit easier to see what I'm doing here. All right. No scrolls, unfortunately, amongst any of these books. That's not too surprising. Looter's trunk. Okay, we just got some stuff to sell there. I think I will go ahead and grab the food, but I'll probably leave everything else. You guys are probably going to tell me how important it is for me to pick up spoons and forks. Okay, what do we have here? A shelf. Nothing. How about over here? We got shelves over here. Nothing. Take this cheese. And this carafe of water. And this carafe of wine. And that supply pack, of course. And the sausage. Okay. Alright, not a whole lot going on here. Question, before I go through these doors, if I remember correctly, there's a fight on the other side of these doors. Should I continue on here in the ruins, or should I go towards the Druid Grove? You don't have proficiency in deception, you just have high charisma. No, I do. I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, no, it's intimidation, isn't it? I was thinking it was deception, but I think you're right. I think it's intimidation. It's intimidation. Yep, okay. Yeah, so you guys know my character better than I do. Yeah, a bit annoying with all the Vlaakith stuff for a while. Oh, okay, so Lae'zel's actually going to eventually admit that she's wrong. That's good to know. She's the most straightforward character in your party. Everyone else has a secret, is deceptive, and hides something. Lae'zel is all in. And that's a really good point. Well, I kind of feel like... No, you're right. Will has a secret. Astarion has a secret. Shadowheart has a secret. Gale has a secret. Karlach. Does Karlach have a secret? I haven't gotten far enough in Karlach's character story, I guess, to know if she has a secret. I mean, I feel like by the time she joins you, you already know that she's not what you originally thought she was. Okay, either way, fights are okay for you. Finish this section first. Okay, that's what we'll do then. However, what we do want to do is hide, and we want to break up our group mode here. And we want Astarion to come up here first. Open that door. Let's see what we can see. Hopefully he's hidden. Oh my goodness, wow. I was really close to getting spotted there with Uther. Okay, yeah, come over here. Let's go ahead and get you shooting her in the back. Sneak attack. Okay, works for me. She's got 6 HP left. Lae'zel, I got a job for you. Everyone tells me how awesome you are. So far, you've done pretty well. Karlach, teddy bear, no secret, just tragedy. Yeah, she doesn't hide anything. Okay, yeah. But everybody else, you're right. Everybody else but Karlach and Lae'zel do have a secret. Well, I don't know. Does Minthara and Halsin, do they have secrets? Main hand attack. Let's just go ahead and do this quick and easy.
I can't waste any more time.
That worked out pretty well. Let's go ahead and get everybody out of stealth mode for the moment. Go ahead and loot Mari here. Alright, basic poison. We're going to give this to Astarion. We're going to give this stuff to Astarion as well, obviously. Everything else you can keep. How are you doing here on weight? Wow. Oh my goodness, I can carry a lot. Okay, big difference between being a human paladin and a halfling rogue with respect to how much I can carry. Okay, we got a Book of Final Breath. Sure, we'll take it. And that looks like that's everything in here. Thieves' Tools over here. Astarion, you want to grab that?
Close. Let's have it.
Halsin is just annoying, blaming himself for 100 years. Minthara not managed to recruit yet.
Okay.
No time to rest.
I kind of feel like a paladin playthrough, it would be very unlike me to, or very out of character, to try to recruit Minthara. Don't you have to side with the goblins in the against the Grove if you want to recruit Minthara? I don't know that for sure. I feel like I've heard that somewhere. still trying. I'm still hoping to find a scroll or something.
Something good here, I hope.
Nope, just books. Some rags. I think I can leave the rags behind.
One day I'll catch a break.
Okay. I still have both of my smites available to me. Shadowheart has one remaining first level spell. Astarion doesn't have anything that he loses on short rest, I don't think. Oh, he's got Firebolt. I forgot about that.
Action, not
And yes, okay. So Lae'zel did get her. She got her action surge back, so that's good.
Get going.
All right, let's go ahead then and
Have I been this way
let's get the
before?
group back this way and everybody crouch. And then split up. And once more, we're going to get Astarion to open this door. Okay, so Minthara's awesome. Knock her out instead of killing. Well, I mean, that didn't work very well with Halsin. Minthara's my second favorite companion. A paladin herself. Paladin is just someone loyal to his oath, not always as a saint. Yeah, but in this case, my my oath is this... can I see it anywhere on my character sheet? What my oath is? Anyway, my oath is I'm a goody two-shoes. I don't think... It kind of feels like her oath and my oath would be somewhat in contention with each other. Tried knocking her out on my Dark Urge run, but there was an extra effect on the melee weapon, so she died. That sucks. That's a bummer. Minthara's a Vengeance Paladin and most powerful companion out of the box. Well, there's plenty of time for us to make that decision. Plenty of time between now and then. Let's go ahead and open this door and back up. Okay. We have... What are there, 4 of them in here?
Well, at least there's no skeletons this time.
We've got Barton. He looks like... Can't tell what he is. He might be a ranger, maybe? We've got Torga. Also could be a ranger. They could also be rogues, I suppose. She's got more HP than he does. Might be because she's a dwarf. Might be because she's a ranger and he's a thief, maybe? We've got Hasid here. He looks like a barbarian. And then you're a spellcaster, aren't you? Yeah, you're presumably a wizard. Okay. Wizard would be a high priority, except that she's the farthest away. Looking at... Oh, no wonder. I was looking at Astarion's character sheet. Okay. Yeah, so does it... there we go. Oath of the Ancients. Yeah, see, kindle the light, shelter the light, preserve your own light. So these strike me as not being really very compatible with Minthara, but I won't rule it out. Really? Okay, let's go ahead and... What are we looking at? We're coming up on 2 hours here. I think we can fit in one more combat, right? I think what I'm going to do, because in the... maybe not the best idea to pause right there, Michael. I think what I'm going to do is apply my poison here, because I don't want to end up with 21 extra poisons that I never will use like I did in the rogue playthrough, in the halfling rogue playthrough. So let's go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and enter turn-based mode so that I don't waste a whole lot of time with that poison. No, I don't want to enter turn-based mode because I want to have my full move available to me. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do it. Basic poison. Go ahead and move over here. Bad timing, Michael. Okay, now move over here. Now I want you to shoot this fella. Okay. That's all the damage I did? 5 points? With a sneak attack? Wow. Holy cow. Absolute rubbish. Alright, well, it is what it is. So, are they surprised? Surprised, yes. Very good. And I think we lucked out in terms of which way they were all facing. So, none of them are actually going to be able to watch us as we come in. Let's go ahead and get Astarion inside. And one by one, we'll start bringing you guys forward. I'd really like to be able to get a smite off here. So let's get you moving forward here. Quick check of the chat here. Knock her out to have an option later on. So you're saying if you knock somebody out, they do become conscious again at some point? Because that certainly did not happen with Halsin. Okay. Let's go ahead and not do anything too fancy here. 88%.
May the gods take you first.
You gotta be kidding me, game. Oh, it's gonna be that kind of a playthrough. Alright. Lae'zel. Let's get you up here. Actually, you know what? Again, I should have done Guiding Bolt with Shadowheart. What's your chance to hit? 88%. He actually has a higher AC, I guess, than the others do. Well, I kind of feel like
no choice but to keep going.
With my bonus action, do I have any way to do any additional damage? Not really. Nothing here does it extra damage. It's okay. We have a surprise round. All right. Let's go ahead and get let's get Shadowheart forward. We'll use Guiding Bolt for now. 88%. Wow, 1 point left, okay. And finally then, Lae'zel.
Staying out of sight.
Let's get you in here. Okay, you can definitely knock out Minthara. Next day, unconscious NPCs should be... Okay, so has anybody who has seen our Halfling Rogue playthrough, can you explain why Halsin is still hungover? Because we've never been able to figure that part out. All right, so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to pommel strike this guy, and then I should have enough movement left over then to attack Torga. There's no way to get over there to Sefri. Okay, so pommel strike here. Okay. He's down, and now you can get over here and attack Torga.
Taste my fury.
13 points, pretty good. Okay, she's got 7 points left. I'm going to go ahead and action surge again, because I'm probably going to short rest again for too much longer. I certainly don't want to start acting cavalier that like this fight is already over. So let's go ahead and try to take Torga out. Miss, okay, never mind then.
I'm ready.
All right, Astarion, you have a bonus action available to you. I'm going to move you... Oh, there's not really a convenient corner for you to go into. Those candelabras are in the way. Move you right there and do a cunning action hide. Stay there. And now let's go ahead and close in over here. We'll let Lae'zel finish her off, and we'll move Uther over here. Okay, and now Shadowheart. All you have left is your bonus action. I don't think there's really anything for you to do. Glitch happens. That's why, Halson. We waited too long before we rested. Okay, so Halson is bugged. Has to do with how quests work. Too long to type. Okay, that works for me. To be too conservative with rest sometimes breaks the storyline. Interesting. Okay, so I will try to be less conservative, more liberal with my use of resting in this playthrough. All right, let's go ahead and get Shadowheart moving forward. 7 HP left over there. Hopefully we can finish her off before she gets an action. Okay, I think that's it. All right, you guys are all together. First of all, then, we want to see, can Lae'zel finish off Torga on her own? No, she cannot. I don't know, folks. I feel like Lae'zel's pretty worthless. Maybe I should dump her. What do you think? 91%. Yeah, I'd better finish her off. I don't want to... I'd rather get the sneak attack damage against this guy, but I also don't want Torga to get a turn. I feel like we need to focus fire and burn them down. Okay. So I'm just not going to get a sneak attack. Actually, no, you probably don't have enough movement to get over there to do another one. It's fine. Let's go ahead and move you to... Let's move you back here. No. Yes. Let's go ahead and cunning action hide and move back here again. Alright, let's go ahead and... One of these days I'd love to be able to get a smite off. Alright. Not super impressive, but good enough. Now that was a divine smite. I didn't even notice. Did I have an option to do the searing smite instead? No. So, interesting. So I have to use, and that did use a spell slot. So in other words, this makes me feel like maybe searing smite is not even worth memorizing if I'm only going to be doing smites on reactions, since it doesn't allow me to use it as a reaction. All right, anyway, you can stay right there. Lae'zel, now, you move over this way. Wow, holy cow. Critical hit on us again. With an ice knife. They've been using that ice knife to great effectiveness. Okay, well, like I said, we're probably going to have to short rest after this fight anyway. Okay, so don't be unfair with my favorite toad, Lae'zel. That's not nice, just because her nose is a little bit froggish. Long rest every 2 to 3 fights. Best use of Shadowheart is Bless on Lae'zel. Okay. Whatever you say. Searing Smite is useless most of the time, but keep memorized, nothing better to have there anyway. Alright. Well, I mean, I've got, like, Bless, but again, I'm not going to use the spell slot for Bless, because I want to save the spell slot for Smiting. Okay, so, I think maybe the best use of Shadowheart is to help. Not enough movement. Really? That's how close I can get, but not good enough, huh? Alright, well, in that case, probably ranged attack. This has a 70% chance to hit him, 55% chance to hit him, versus if I did a Sacred Flame, 60 and 36. Okay, yeah, so obviously shooting is the way to go. Critical hit, okay. So at this point, I'm convinced that Shadowheart is a better fighter than Lae'zel. Am I mistaken in that?
Moving.
Just trying to push buttons. Okay. I'm not going to use anything here. So he's going to get to go. Presumably he'll attack Uther. Let's find out. Rage. Okay. Reckless attack. Okay. Oh, come on. Got spotted. Dagnabbit. All right. Well, we still have advantage here. Although I'd rather... Okay, I'm gonna do you first. Maybe we'll get a chance here to do another smite. I'm actually halfway tempted to try Searing Smite. It's 88%, and it'll do more damage than the Divine Smite. There's just a 12% chance that I'm wasting the spell slot. Okay, 21 damage using 4d6 is insane. Yes, I agree. That was pretty absurd. Jump and move. I'm not sure which character you meant, because obviously I didn't see that in time. Throw a potion. Throw a potion. Shadowheart is very powerful. She's a cleric after. Yeah. Okay, so here's the question. How do you guys feel about this? Because Immersioneer and I had a long conversation about throwing potions, about how immersion breaking it is, because it doesn't make sense that throwing a potion and somebody getting a drop of healing potion on their toe, presumably with boots on, is as effective as drinking a healing potion. Certainly in old school D&D, you couldn't throw potions, you had to drink them. However, if you all feel like it is a mechanic that I should be using, then I will probably consider using it then. I'm going to risk the Searing Smite. So he is on fire now, right? Yep, okay. It is an extra 1d6 every turn. Be 2 more turns before that kills him at the very minimum. Okay, and then I don't really want to provoke an attack of opportunity. So we're back to Astarion, and what can I do? If I move you here, and then I cunning action hide, and then I shoot you, 96%. Okay, dead. Very good. And then we'll just leave you over here. And I think that's it. That's it for you. Shadowheart. Okay. And Lae'zel. Oops, yeah, actually, Shadowheart, you don't need to jump. Lae'zel.
I will ascend.
You can jump. And can you still reach? Yes, you can. Not enough resources. Never mind. No, you can't. All right. In that case, I'm going to move you a little farther away, so presumably he can't get you over here. Checking the chat here. It's magic.
No immersion breaking for me is something magic can work that way too. Depends on how you see potions. Maybe it's a magic essence that you can absorb in any way. All right, well, so far everybody seems to feel like it's probably worth doing, so it's fine with me. All right, let's go ahead and end Lae'zel's turn. Shadowheart, you can put yourself in between
On my way.
the bad guy and Lae'zel for now. Holy cow. Man, they have done a ton of damage to us. All right, enough is enough, says Astarion. We're going to finish this off.
Sounds like fun.
Okay, and you may want to, Astarion, let's go ahead and get you. Where's the help? Where's the help? Help him up, please.
Like camp to you.
Oh boy, wow, I had two people go down. It's an intended game mechanic, but feel free to do as you feel best. So I guess here's my question. In tabletop D&D, can you throw potions around? Because that to me feels like a computer game D&D mechanic, but not necessarily a tabletop D&D mechanic. Alchemist Fire, Gold, Simple Toxin. I'm going to give this to Astarion. Sephri over here. Got ourselves a Scroll of Burning Hands. At some point, I will probably have Gale in the party, and I'll give him some scrolls to learn some spells. Save the game here. You never played tabletop D&D? You don't know what you're missing. You really don't. If you can find a good dungeon master, tabletop D&D is the best. A good human dungeon master, and I want to stress good, because not all of them are good, but a good one can really improvise and make adventures. They can improvise in ways that computers can't. Basically, whatever the programmers put into the code that's all the options available to you in a computer game. But with a human, they can just improvise based on anything that the players can think up. All right. Not a whole lot of treasure. I know there's a chest over here that I need to loot, but I'm still hoping to find a scroll somewhere. Okay, so to throw potion, drag to the companion. My master. Oh, okay. So your dungeon master does allow throwing potions. In tabletop, usually not, but it depends on the table, of course. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you do need friends in a dungeon master. That is. Okay. Humans better than computers. In this one respect, I will say that a good dungeon master can be better than computers. There are lots of humans that are absolutely not better than computers. And there are lots of human dungeon masters that are not as good as this game in terms of being dungeon master. So just an important clarification. You can definitely get some bad dungeon masters for sure. The downside of tabletop is that you need to have human interpretations in order to play. That is a truism right there. You definitely do need to have other people. I guess maybe I was lucky. I had some close friends growing up who all of us played D&D, and so we already knew each other really well. And we're already really good friends, so that made it easier. Plus, my brother got me into it. He's a little bit older than I am, and he got me into D&D when I was very young. Okay, so let's go ahead and group up here. I think I'm getting close to where I'm going to need to break for lunch. It's been a little bit more than 2 hours, but we'll go ahead and move into the next section of the ruins here. How close are we to leveling? We're actually not too far away. Good time for a long rest. What do you people think? Actually, no, I've got another short rest available to me. Definitely a good time for a short rest.
Time to get going.
And I'm out of spell slots for you. I'm out of spell slots for you.
Eager for battle.
And you at least got your action surge
I
back.
can do better. I must.
I feel like this fight right here is the toughest fight here in the ruins. I feel like the animated skeletons is not really that tough of a fight, right? Even though some of them are spellcasters. I feel like that's probably doable, even though we're a little bit dinged up here. Healing Radiance, thank you. My goodness, Michael. This should get everybody, right? There we go. Now we're talking. Okay. Now everybody's at full. Excellent.
This place wasn't built for the
Okay,
living.
got some opulent chests. Ooh, what did I just pick up? 3 scrolls of protection from good and evil. Very nice.
What's in here?
And, wow. Okay, total of 5 scrolls of protection from good and evil. Are those always there, or is that random? A torch, I think I can ignore that torch. We'll check this chest out, however. Yeah, we'll take that. All right, so we've got the room with the traps in one direction. I don't remember which is which. I want to say this one right here. The unlocked one, I think, is the room with the traps and the sarcophagus. And then past this door is the fight with the skeletons that will animate and withers. That's a little bit more than I want to sign up for today. So I feel like having finished that previous fight and gotten to this section of the temple is a pretty good break point. Lay on hands too. I think everybody's at full now. However, how many? Once per long rest, didn't I? I thought I already used lay on hands. Oh, I have one charge left. Never mind. Okay. You can survive the skeletons as you are now, to be fair. Yeah, definitely now that we're at full health. Not random, and those scrolls are there in the case that you want the skeletons to attack you with disadvantage. Yeah. Just five of them seems a little superfluous, but all right. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and take a break and fix some lunch. It's well past midnight for at least one of you. So yeah, let me just say thank you everybody for joining me. This is a lot more fun when I have some people here with me. As always, I very much appreciate the advice. Tomorrow I'm going to be live streaming again because I'm still going to be snowed in. But I was not planning to live stream BG3. So my apologies for those of you who this would be the only game that interests you. But anyway, yeah, thanks once more. I appreciate it all. I guess I've made that clear. And hopefully we'll see you guys again in the very near future. And we do have, I don't want to give, for those of you, I'll give you a special heads up for those of you who have stuck with me through this whole playthrough. We have a really good episode of the Dual Halfling Rogues playthrough coming out tomorrow, so you can look forward to that. Make sure not to miss it. It is a 2-hour long episode. All right. Anyway, awesome. Yeah, join me for Warhammer. I'd love it. All right, I'll see y'all again soon. I'm going to try to start live streaming a little bit more frequently, but I don't think it's going to be 3 times per week like I'm going to do this week. But anyway, definitely nice to know that there's at least a few people who will join me. So I will try to post a schedule whenever I can get that figured out. And at this point, I'm just rambling on, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Say thanks once more to everybody, and I'll see you again soon.